Exercise 5.6 problem 16 to 20 solution. The center of the circle minus 6, 4. Center of the circle is minus 6, 4. If one end of the diameter is minus 12, 8, then the other end is, they have given us 4 options. Maybe we can draw a simple diagram. So you have a circle, right? And it doesn't look like a circle, right? And this is one point, and this is one end of the diameter. So this is one point, and this is another point, right? So they have given us, okay, so they have given the center of the circle, this is minus 6, 4, and one end of the diameter, they have said this is minus 12, 8, and they're asking us to find this point, right? So basically what is it? This center of the circle is a midpoint of the two. This is the diameter, right? The midpoint of these 2 points, ends of the diameter is the center of the circle. So center of the circle is the midpoint of these 2 points. So you have to use the midpoint formula. Okay. So this is the midpoint, and this is one end of the diameter, and let the other end of the diameter be xy. So the midpoint of xy and minus 12, 8 is minus 6, 4. So use your midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? x1, y1 plus x2, y2 by 2. Sorry, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So the midpoint of xy, okay, so this xy is, say, let's say this point, and minus 12, 8 is this point. And the center is here, that is minus 6, 4. Okay, so x1 plus x2 by 2. That is x plus, there is minus, right? So x minus 12 by 2, and y plus y1 plus y2. y2 is 8. So y plus 8 by 2 is the midpoint of these 2 points, which is nothing but the center. So that is minus 6, 4. So if these 2 points are equal, their x coordinates will be equal and the y coordinates will be equal. So x minus 12 by 2 will be 6 minus 6. And y plus 8 by 2 will be 4. So let's simplify this. X minus 12 will be minus 12, and x minus 12 is minus 12. So minus 12 will cancel. X will be equal to 0. Now take this part. Y plus 8 by 2 will be equal to 4, or y plus 8 will be 4 2s are 8. So this 8 and 8 will cancel. So you'll get y equal to 0. Therefore, the other end of the diameter is 0, 0. You got it? So basically one thing you'll have to remember, one end of the diameter is minus 12, 8, let the other end be xy, and the midpoint of those two extremes, two ends of the diameter is nothing but center. That's all. If you remember, if you know that point, then it is very easy to calculate it using the midpoint formula. Right, now next one. The equation of the straight line passing through origin and perpendicular to the straight line 2x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0 is, they have given 4 options. So equation of a perpendicular line is nothing but, if you remember, the equation of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. So basically you will interchange the coefficients of x and y, and you will add a negative sign to the coefficient of y, and it will become plus k. So this will become 3x minus 2y. Okay, so 3x minus 2y plus k equal to 0 is the equation of the perpendicular line to this. Okay, let me repeat. This is ax plus by minus 7 equal to 0. Okay, plus k, whatever. Right. So when you want an equation of the perpendicular line, all you do is you will change the coefficients of x and y, interchange. So it will become 3x and this will become 2y, and you will add a negative sign to the coefficient of y. So in this case it will become 3x plus 2y, and when you add a negative sign it will become minus 2y. So 3x minus 2y plus k equal to 0 is the equation of the perpendicular line. Right. Next, since it passes through, we don't have the value of k. We need to find the value of k, and that is why they have given this condition that it passes through the origin. So since it passes through the origin, the 0, 0, it should prove that point 0, 0. So substituting x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, we will get 3x is 3 into 0 minus 2 into y, that is 2 into 0, plus k equal to 0, which means this is 0, 0. K will be also equal to 0. Therefore, the straight line is 3x minus 2y plus k, but k is 0. So the whole thing equates to 0. So the 3x minus 2y is the equation of the straight line passing through the origin and perpendicular to the straight line 2x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. So which option is this? This is option B. And we'll do a quick check also. The slope of this straight line is coefficient of x, negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So that will be minus 2 by 3. Am I right? And what is the coefficient of this line? This line is negative coefficient of x, that is minus 3, okay, divided by minus 2. So that will be 3 by 2, right? It's very difficult to write here. Okay, let me write. So this will be 3 by 2. And whenever these lines are perpendicular, product of them must be equal to minus 1. So 3 by 2 into minus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, these two lines are perpendicular to each other and it passes through origin. If you put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, the left hand side becomes 0, which is equal to the right hand side. So it is proved. Okay. Right. So the key is you should know how to write the equation of the perpendicular line. How do you do it? Let me repeat. So interchange the x and y coefficient. So this will come here and this will go here. And you have to add a negative sign to the coefficient of y. Whatever after interchanging, add one negative sign. So this will become 3x and this will become 2y and then add one negative sign. So it will become minus 2y. If there is already a minus, it will become plus. Okay, all you need to do is change that sign after interchanging the coefficient of x and y. Right? Okay, now let's go to 18th sum. The equation of the line parallel to y-axis and passing through the point minus 2, 5. I think we did something similar to this, parallel to x-axis. So the equation of the straight line parallel to y-axis is x equal to k. So the equation of the line parallel to y-axis is x is equal to k. We need to find the value of k. For that only they are giving you this point. So substituting minus 2, 5 in this equation, what will you get? X is minus 2, right? So in the place of x you have to put minus 2. So minus 2 will be equal to k, right? So k is minus 2. So when you put k, now you have found the value of k. So k is minus 2. So what is this equation? This equation will be x is equal to minus 2 or x plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, I've skipped that step because you can't be writing so many steps for 1 mark. So that's why I'm skipping this step. So when you substitute this point in this equation, so x is equal to minus 2. So you'll get k equal to minus 2. Then what happens? This equation now becomes x is equal to, instead of k you can put minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 or x plus 2 will be 0 is the equation of the straight line. And x plus 2 is 0 is this option. That is option B. Right? Now you should be skipping steps. Otherwise if you keep writing steps, you will spend a lot of time. Next, if the point 2, 5, 4, 6, AA are collinear, then the value of A. So if the points are collinear, area of the triangle is 0, found by the 3 points. So use your cross multiplication method. So cross multiplication method. So what will happen? This is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So write it x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 and then x1, y1. So what's our equation? Area of the triangle half into all the downward marking. So 2 6s are 12 plus 4 into a 4a and 5a, right? Then minus, open a bracket, all upward going arrows. 5 4s are 20, 6a and 2a. So it comes in this bracket. So now you see this is 12 and this is minus 20. So 12 minus 20 is minus 8. So I'm bringing forward that's half here as it is. So 12 minus 20 is minus 8. Now we add up this 5a plus 4a is 9a and this is 8a. So 9a minus 8a is a. So it becomes half into a minus 8 equal to 0 because they are collinear. Therefore this area of the triangle is 0. That is why I'm equating it to 0. I'm not giving you all this explanation here because otherwise you will be writing a lot. So you'll have to quickly do that. It's collinear, area of the triangle is 0. So I am finding the area of the triangle and equating it as 0. So then this will become a minus 8. So this 2 will go up, it becomes 0. So a minus 8 is 0 or a will be equal to 8. So it is option D. Right? Now let's go to 20th problem. If the straight line y equal to 2x plus k passes through the point 1, 2, then the value of k is equal to. So we have given you an equation and they say this point, it passes through this point. So which means if you substitute this point, you should be able to get the value of k. Right? So substituting 1, 2 in the equation y equal to 2x plus k, we will get. So in the place of x, you have to put 1, and in the place of y, you will have to put 2. So in the place of, so this is y, right? So that will be 2 equal to 2 into x, that is 2 into 1 plus k. So this 2 and 2 will cancel. So k is equal to 0. Right? So it is option A. Okay. So that's it in this video. I hope it's clear. If not, please go through this one more time. Thanks for watching this video.